Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them now so you don't lose them during the offseason. Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Texans going up against the Patriots. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. They get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Brock Osweiler. Of course, he surprised a lot of people jumping from Denver to Houston in the offseason. Standing 6'7", he's a big threat.
And he's helping break stereotypes down because there is a big stigma, or at least there was in the NFL, about quarterbacks being too tall. And 6'6", 6'5", that's where they kind of was the cutoff. But at 6'7", his ability to move, nimble of foot, good arm, goes back to his days as a basketball player. You remember, he almost went to Gonzaga to play hoops.
And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Osweiler. He's got Fuller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that deep.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by, there he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. That'll bring up second down.
Set, 3-19.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, here's Osweiler. On the right side, this is Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is Miller, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, a big-time pickup for the Texans.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, nice move. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. John Simon in on the stop. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. A big play there on the keeper. 36 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in corner 1. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Set! 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Looking to throw, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's go! To green 39! Green 39!
Now Osweiler on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 Patriots there to bring him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now it's Osweiler to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Here we go now!
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. That is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's complete to the tight end, Bennett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there. And that's good for a New England first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They run. Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Martellus Bennett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit. Whoosh.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And some room to work. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down, New England. Freeman again, a first down carry. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the man who helped Florida State to a national title in 2013, Devontae Freeman, reeling off a nice run.
I remember when he came out of school and I was evaluating him for the NFL draft. I loved a lot of his game.
And that's caught by Bennett. Touchdown, Patriots. Martellus Bennett, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, looking down at my game card here, that's 5 drives now for them and 4 touchdowns. I think anybody would take an 80% ratio.
I'm sure that they would, but if you flip it over to the other side of the ball, what are they going to hang their hat on? There was one possession. They held them to no score whatsoever. That's what they're going to try and build on and try and slow this team down.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Let's go!
They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on third and inches, third and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to third and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there, handed to their big guy to pick up a first down.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. So he runs it for 1 yard. That's no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Now Landry. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And a gain there of 11 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for New England. 52 yards.
Here we go now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go up top again. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. Looking to throw. Finding time. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots continue to roll. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them